Well, I've been busy testing the soil, making bricks. Now I'm gonna put those bricks to the test. I'm gonna put together a little brick testing machine. Should be wild. Should be able to put the brick under this and we'll test its durability. We're gonna test the brick with the perfect sand soil mixture without adding any stabilizer. And then we're gonna test the bricks with the stabilizer and we're gonna see how much weight each of these things can handle. It should be interesting to see how that turns out and deciding how we wanna proceed with our off-grid house. Now I'll be using a wood post for my purposes, but you don't have to. If you got a couple of 2x4s, you can use that as well. Just for me, it was easier because this was lying around and now I don't have to put two 2x4s together. I'm just gonna mark on this board where I want the ends of my 2x4s so that I don't get too close. So I got my boards clamped into place. I had Jessica come out here, we lifted it up, measured it. It's the exact perfect height. What I want is for this board, when it's at a 90-degree angle, to rest comfortably on the block, which is 14 inches. Your setup could be different depending on the size of the blocks you make. And the placement of these boards is just dependent on what you have in the middle here. But it's very simple. Maybe floorboards and something to rest your brick on. So I got everything clamped down, now I'm gonna drill. Now put a couple of nuts in here to make sure this doesn't come out. Now we got ourselves a little brick testing machine. Zang! All right, y'all. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Woo! Main event! Brick crushing time! Am I right? Was that a little overboard? So today's the day we're gonna bring out our earthen bricks and we're gonna see how well they stand up to peer pressure.
Peer pressure?
You're not as good as the rest of us. But like, boo, I don't need no cement. I'm tougher than all y'all. What brick's gonna come out on top? We're gonna put it to the test. The Green Dream Team versus the Earthen Brick Bombers. In this corner, we got Jim, the Crusher. Yeah! And over here, we got Jess, the Mess Maker. You're gonna make a mess out of them bricks. All right, so now is the time. We're gonna work from what we think might be the strongest brick to the weakest brick. And we're gonna see how these hold up. Let this matchup begin, baby! You ready? Jess, the mess maker, is gonna start. She's gonna get on top of this brick. Let's see if it supports her weight. Oh shit! I can't say that. Shiitake mushrooms! So, it held up to Jess, but she's a bantamweight. We got Jim here, heavyweight Jim, the crusher. He is going to crush this brick. Watch out, brick! Ah! Okay, we're gonna move out. We're gonna increase the pressure on this thing. I feel like this board might give out more than the brick. Nice. It held up. Look at that. human trials are over. We decided maybe not particularly safe to be standing on top of my contraption. So we're gonna use cinder blocks. See, the weakness here is not the brick, it's gonna be the contraption. About 200 pounds right across this thing, and when it comes out here, that's gonna be a lot more pressure on this thing. It's gonna exert more force the further out you go. So the first up was the 2 parts earth, 1 part concrete. That held up really well. This right here is 2 parts earth, 1 part lime. We're gonna see how it holds up. We're not too confident, it's already starting to crumble. So this brick with the earth and the lime held up to quite a bit of weight. And finally it cracked. But it was kind of cracking beforehand. Still, that was a pretty impressive test, I think. But it couldn't stand up to the Green Dream Team. So our next one is one where I had a finely tuned mix. Clay sand ratio is in, and then I added a 10% concrete stabilizer. Don't step on it. I'm pretty impressed right over there with the shifting weight and that block taking it. Oh! Wow, that was pretty wild. Okay, so we had another break, but it still took quite a bit of weight. And I'm still pretty impressed with this because not only did we put a ton of weight on there, but the weight kind of shifted, and it took that. That was quite a bit of pressure on there, and this withheld it. Another testament to this is that it might not have completely cured. Parts of this still look wet on the inside, so we might be testing this a little early, but I'm thinking these are positive results. All right, let's get the next brick. So this lime one, I don't think this one's gonna hold up to the test. Now I added this as a 10% stabilizer. It could be that the ratio on that is incorrect. Plus it hasn't been carrying that long. Fail. Last brick. This one is one we considered to be the weakest, right? But this is just a mix of sand, soil, and we're gonna see how it does to the pressure of the weight. Now we don't have a whole lot of faith in this because it's already split in half. We got one. Oh man, I am impressed with this. Oh my god, are you getting this? Are you getting this? It's still going! Whoa. Okay, you ready? Now it's gonna gonna shift. Ow! What? Wow, okay, so wow, that was unexpected.
I thought that was gonna be the weakest one.
I thought that was gonna be the weakest one. But man, that held up. That was one of the strongest. A really interesting lesson here. Man, wow. I think all of these bricks were still a little moist. So I'm really impressed with what I've seen here today. Almost all of these bricks at least met the standard for the building code, at least for Adobe. We aren't gonna be building with Adobe. These are gonna be in bags. So it's gonna further have that mechanical construct still holding these things together.
It'll be interesting maybe doing some tests in the bags and seeing how much stronger it can make it.
We're gonna play around with the mixes, try some different things, maybe throw some things in bags. I think the Green Dream team has won the day. Those bricks couldn't withstand our pressure. Whoo! This is signing off from Jim, the Crusher, and Jess, the Mess Maker. Whew! We made a mess here, didn't we?
Clean it up.
Dang!